Hello! Today we are going to assemble the variator. We are going to first clean up the parts, a little bit at least, and then what we are going to do, we are going to put it together. It's not going to be installed into the machine itself, because I'm doing time traveling. At this point I don't have the machine yet in my workshop. But yeah, we are going to assemble it and test if it has some wobble and so on. So let's go to work. So here is the support for the shaft. So let's clean it up. I'm using vinyl gloves to protect my hands. The alcohol didn't work, so let's try acetone. Yes, it works way better. Actually so well that it eats up right through the gloves. So, okay, then let's clean it up without gloves. This process is tedious, but the result is good. Here you can see the oil reservoir. Then there is this shaft. Inside this shaft you have Acme thread. There is a screw. Here I'm measuring the placing for the shaft holder and making remark that there it was. Because now when I'm cleaning it up, any witness marks will disappear. So, yes, there is a screw, Acme screw, which goes inside this tube. The next thing is the tube is sliding inside this one. This is just, well, a sliding thing. I don't know the name for this one, but yes, it contains a lot of dirt, grind, and probably grinding dust. So it has to be cleaned out. Here it is. These are the parts of the pulley system. It consists of 3 parts, the side plates and a moving center plate. This one goes back towards the machine. This one is the center plate. I didn't realize that inside this pulley there are 2 oil seals. Of course, when this thing was shot, they burned out. And then, this is rust. There is some rust, but not too bad. So I remove it by a razor blade. And yeah, became quite good. Yes, and this one faces to the back of the pulley system. And at the last, brains of the operation. This is actually the screw, and it's really, really dirty. Now that the parts are clean, we assemble the variator assembly. Start with the screw. Let's put a little bit of grease. It contains molybdenum sulfite. And now there is some trouble with this Acme screw. It went out really well, but it doesn't want to go in. Well, I clamped the rotation, maybe now. Oh, what's that? Okay, now it went in. So let's put a little bit of oil there and now screw it in. Oh, forgot. You have to put this in between. Oh yeah, and this one, if you remember, we had the measurement where it should be, and this is the famous oil reservoir. And now let's clamp it into the correct place. There you are. Okay, and then the sliding part. Yeah, a little bit of leverage. And now the sliding part. This has tighter tolerances as my lathes, as the tailstock of my lathe. I added grooves for O-rings for this one to prevent it from leaking oil. It doesn't leak oil from there, but it leaks oil somewhere else. Now the axle shaft is in place, so I lock the nut with super glue. No, this is not ordinary super glue, it's that black stuff. You can still take this apart, but it's not very easy. Now the pulleys. I found out that the best way to do this is just to put it somewhere near and then use the screws to screw it in. And rest of the video got lost because my battery went dead. Now, this is the Variator pulley assembly readily assembled. By the way, it leaks in the middle pulley part, there in between. But this one doesn't leak. And yes, we have the oil reservoir. You can see how well it's actually hidden. And now let's test it a little bit. Well, it doesn't weeble-wobble. My honest opinion is that it couldn't be much better. This is going to do the job really, really well. I'm satisfied with this one. So, this was it. It again turned out surprisingly well. I'm pretty sure this one won't make any additional noises. The only concern is that it might leak oil. Actually, at this moment I know it leaks oil. And I need to do something about that. Well, the next episode will be making the basement for this milling machine. Till then, bye!